One of every Masters pack. We have one from Modern Masters all the way up to Commander Masters, including the box toppers and including the VIP edition. So yeah, let's get into it. Why don't you pull up a bowl or pull up a bowl of cereal here, and we're going to start cracking into these packs here. I think this time we'll go from this way to that way to start with. Yeah, let's start tearing into these packs and see what we got today. Thank you for joining me. All right, we got Modern Masters OG. There's a lot of good cards in the set. We want to see the Sword of Fire and Ice, Doubling Season, or we have Paradise Mantle at Uncommon. So, and again, there's a lot of commons, uncommons. There's a lot of good cards in this set. So, let's see what we get. This is one of the better of the Masters sets. Just because there's so many good cards in here. Thanks, Yeji. Yeji's down here helping me, as she always is. Take Possession, uncommon. Roby's Whisper. I think we got any uncommons to note. And a Kataki, War's Wage. I don't think that's a very big hit. But what do we get for a foil? Tribal Flames. I don't think that's a very big hit at all, but... Modern Masters 2015 OG edition. The paper pack. Let's see if I can actually do it this time. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. Oop, other way. There we go. Let's get comfy here. And Tribal Flames. What do we want to see out of this? Oh, there's Mox Opal, Eye of Ugin, and Dismember at common, actually, I think. Or uncommon in this set. So there's a lot of good cards in this set, too. All these master sets have really good solid reprints, you know, and you'll see as we get further into them, they're just more and more of the same thing, more and more good cards. Dispatch, Spread the Sickness. We got any good uncommons there, and ooh, Normal Hierarch. That's not bad. That used to be a way better card back in the day, but it's still a solid hit, still a good card, still see some play. Throw that up there, and Vines of the Vastwood. I don't think that's too terrible, but probably not that big of a hit. 3 in the Master set. This one has Chromox, Force of Will, and it has Ashnod's Alter at Uncommon. A lot of good stuff in this set too. Like I said, all these Master sets will have solid cards in there. There'll definitely be some value worth pulling out of there. Glimmer Point Stag, Victimize, Mishra's Factory, and ooh, Avoid. I don't think that's a hit. I don't think that's a hit at all. And a Foil Fog. Nothing too fancy there. Carnivore Token. That have. It had a Cavern of Souls, Cyclonic Rift, of course the fetch lands, and again just a lot of solid good, a lot of really good reprints in here. Doesn't have the quantities that Double Masters or Ultimate Masters did, but definitely had some good cards in there. Seagate Oracle. Seaside Citadel. Torrent of Souls, Gaia's Anthem, and Terminus. I don't think that one's a really big hit out of 2017, but and a foil Sylvan Ranger. Poop, nothing good. Let's see what that one has to hold for us. Archangel of Thune, Mana Drain, and Mind Crank at Uncommon are what we want to see out of this. Of course, again, there's lots of other good hits. That's just kind of what, you know, the top hits, you know, what we'd like to see out of here. All right, what do you got here? Earth Elemental. Boarding Dragon. Is that Ulcerate? Bladewing the Risen, and Rune Scar Demon. I'm pretty sure that's a pile of poop. Doom Traveler, more poop. We got Animar, Jason Mind Sculptor, and Red Elemental Blast, that uncommon. Masters packs are some of my favorite things to open, just because there's so many good pulls in here. Alright, we got Deadly Designs, Murder of Crows, Willow the Wisp, and Blood Moon. Blood Moon's a pretty solid hit. That sees a lot of play. You know, not a really big value-wise, but still a solid card to pull. And a Geist of the Moors, so that one was kind of poop. Alright guys, we got an Elfware token. Why don't we just take a little break here, and we'll be right back after these important messages. Reading me explains me, gosh! Alright, we're back, and welcome back to Dweebs and Friends Saturday Morning Fun Pit. We're back with an Ultimate Masters pack to pull. Out of here we want to see Ancient Tomb, Mana Vault, Desperate Ritual at Uncommon. You know, just so many good cards in here, so... These ones will probably be in the front, which we don't care. It is what it is. Undying Rage, foil, and, ooh, Goryo's Vengeance. I played that card, I like it. Again, I don't think it used to be worth a lot more, but... And Mistvale Plains uncommon, Marang River Prowler, Boar Umbra. Yeah, nothing too good in there. I don't think there'll be anything good in the commons. It's really of note. Not like the original Modern Masters here, but alrighty. Masters Box Topper. Ooh boy, what a good pack to pull. You get one card in here, and we would just want to see basically the same things out of this thing. You know, the Ancient Tomb, Mana Vault. There's a lot of good box toppers in this. You have to be careful when buying these things. Apparently you can put a flashlight up to them and kind of see a reflection of what's in there. So you don't really want to be buying these loose if you can help it. Alright, what did we get? Kind of foiled, not too bad. And we got, ooh, Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, nice. Everybody loves Emrakul. That is a nice box topper to pull. Yeah, it's definitely not a top hit, but definitely not a bad one at all. Set that right up there. We like Emrakul. Who wants to look at a little double masters with me? What do we got in double masters? Mox Opal, Chromox, Force of Will. Basically, like I said, everything that's been in these masters packs has been reprinted several times. Especially if you get into these, you're going to see a lot of the same stuff, but more quantities and just way better pull rate. There's just going to be way better cards in here. Bloodshot Trainee, Drown in Sorrow, and Thirst of Knowledge, and ooh, the Sword of the Meek. Definitely not the sword you want to pull, but luckily we do get 2 rares in here, and we got a Hannah Ship Navigator, Battle Ray Shaman, and a Culling Dice. Nothing good. Masters Box Topper. This time we get 2 of them, and we want to see the same stuff out of this. Actually, let's open this Double Masters pack first. We want to see Imperial Seal and Mana Vault. Sorry to troll you like that, but we're going to do it this way. Ooh, Cryptic Spires. Monastery Swifter, that's probably a decent common foil. Balustrade Spy, Ashenmore Liege, ooh, Phyrexian Tyranny. Yeah, nothing good out of the Double Masters pack. Yeah, oh well. Masters box topper to open. And we get 2 in here, so are you ready? Ooh, Expedition Map, it's a solid card. And crop rotation. So yeah, nothing too good out of this one. Crop rotation's not a bad card. An Expedition Map, it's playable, but it's not a very big hit. You'll see that in Tron decks, but you know, not too bad. Now we have Commander Masters Collector Booster Sampler Pack. Again, I don't usually like to include the sampler packs, but you know what? Once in a while we're going to do it, just because we can. And it's Commander Masters. Ooh, Eureka. I think we got a Eureka out of the last one too, because I actually have a Ninjas deck that would go in. And ooh, Arcane Signet. So yeah, definitely playable anyways. Definitely some playable stuff out of there. Alrighty, what do we want to see next? A little double Commander Masters draft booster. What do we want to see out of this? Deflecting Swat, Demonic Tutor, the Great Hinge. Again, hundreds of good cards. You know, we'll just see what we pull. We're probably going to pull poop. No, we got a foil Tooth and Nail. That's a solid card. I like Tooth and Nail. I used to have this Pacific Rim deck that just cheated big monsters into play, and that was definitely a part of that, was Tooth and Nail. So I like that one. Wrath of God, definitely a playable card. Drakus Maw of the Flames. Did we get 3 rares out of that? That's pretty good for a Commander Masters pack. Plus we got a foil rare out of there, so yeah, definitely good for Commander Master. Commander Master set booster, more of the same stuff. A lot of good cards in these. Alright. Ooh, we got another Arcane Signet, so at least we're getting some playable stuff. A foil Arcane Signet. Ooh, Personal Tutor's definitely a good hit. I have one of the OG ones, but it's nice to pull another one. Jolorel, Moani Recluse, and uncommons. I don't think we got anything too good here. Felwar Stone, Thought. Commander Masters Collector Booster. What can we pull out of this one? This is out of that same box. We already did pull a foil, full art, Deflecting Swat, so not expecting too much out of this one, but you know, you never know. You never know. Alright, so that foiling is a little messed up on there. We're still going to try and get it when we can see it. Alright, Thriving Isle. Feed the Swarm. Elvish Mystic. Now we're starting in uncommons. Ooh, we got a Swamp. That's a pretty cool Swamp. Myriad Landscape. Soul Ring. Soul Ring's definitely a playable card. We'll put that up there. Dread Return. Chainer, Dementia Master. I don't know if that's a hit. Oh, Archfiend of Despair is definitely kind of a cool hit, especially in the etched foil version, whatever that is. Archfiend of Despair is kind of a cool thing. Capricious Silver, or a Capricious Sliver. Always like pulling slivers. Ooh, Flawless Maneuver. Yeah, that's kind of like the Deflecting Swat one. It's the Commander one. Yeah, that's definitely a good pull. It's not a foil one, but still really, really good. Azami, Lady of Scrolls. I don't think that's too bad. Alright, well, yeah, definitely. You know, that's kind of why people buy Masters packs, you know, because they definitely can get some good stuff. So now we have a Double Masters VIP edition that I got from Game Nerds quite some time ago. You can see it's been sitting on my shelf for a long time. It's actually quite dusty up there, but this is your best chance. This is your best lottery ticket right here. The VIP edition, and that's why we saved it for last. Alrighty. Oh yeah, brand new. Don't you just love ripping this stuff? Set that off to the side. And what do we got there? Crusade of Audric. Alright, let's tear her open. Let's tear it open and see what we got. Alright. We're gonna skip most of these commons. Again, prices will be on the screen. I'll try to look out and get anything over $1 on there. If I miss something, feel free to let me know. Nothing too good out of the uncommon slot. Sword of the Meek, that's our first rare. We already pulled that one, and it's definitely not the sword you want to pull. Second rare, Rugged Prairie. It's a land. It's a rare land. Not one of the best ones, but you know, it's still a rare land. Still take it. It's a foil one too, so that's kind of cool. And we got another Blood Moon. We got a double Blood Moon pack, or a double Blood Moon Masters opening. So I thought that was kind of cool. And Worm Coil Engine, not a big hit, but still a cool card. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much what it's going to be for this opening. This is all going to be lands. You get 2 foil ones here in the back, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we got a Plains and a Forest, and I have all the OG foil ones, so... this has been fun. It's been fun. I love doing Masters packs. I love ripping these things for you guys. I appreciate when you tune in and when you guys leave a comment, or it'd be nice to even just say hi, you know, just let me know that you're there. All right, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Dweebs and Friends Saturday Morning Fun Pit. Now stay tuned for 6 hours of golf.